These little boys are the Talibes of Senegal. Boys ages 3 to 11 who are sent to live with Islamic leaders called Marabouts to receive an education. However, that is not what happens. These little boys are sent to wander the streets of Senegal begging for food and money. And if they don't bring home the required coins, about $2 a day, they are punished, sometimes excessively, by their marabouts. They are dirty, dressed in rags that you and I wouldn't clean our bathrooms with, hungry for food and a family's love. They are forgotten. However, God has not forgotten them, and neither have God's people.
Bonjour, chers amis. Nous venons pour vous présenter.
You're hearing the voice of our partner Malik Fall as he tells us how the Way of Righteousness Church is working with the Talibe children that Leslie was just talking about. They work with a couple of Quranic schools in their area. These schools are called Daras. They're Muslim organizations that allow the boys to come to a Christian church where they can wash up, clean their clothes. Sometimes they even get new donated clothes. They always get a good meal, sometimes breakfast, sometimes lunch. And the church just takes care of them. They lavish the love of Christ on these boys. And Malik says that a very strong bond develops between the boys and the church members. These are his words. We are not their teachers nor their legal guardians, but a very real relationship develops between us. We've been doing this for a couple of years now with growing frequency, several times a week now, and we try to live out the teaching of Christ with these kids. And after we have done this consistently for a time, they start to believe. They're really grateful. We'll be walking down the street, not even aware that they are near, and suddenly they cry out to us. They come right up to us and say hi, which they never would have done at the beginning. And we notice that they are much more open to the Word of God now. This is exactly the kind of Christian love that led Felouine and me to become followers of Jesus many years ago. So thank you, Lake Grove, for your interest and participation in this ministry.
You and I can make a difference in the lives of young boys, those little Talibes, through our support today of the Way of Righteousness Church in San Luis and the loving outreach of Malik and Felouine Fall. Jesus, Emmanuel, God with us, said when we care for the least of these, we actually care for Him. This Christmas Eve, by giving financially, young boys, some as little as 3, will be fed, will be taught, will be washed, and will be clothed in the name of that same Jesus. The forgotten and the forsaken will be remembered, and little ones will have a chance at life with all its fullness, a life filled with hope.